y'all stand for the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Nikki Bender. Here. Kathy Aldensee. Here. Patrick Sellers.
Here.
We have a quorum.
We have a quorum. Okay, the first order of business is approval of minutes of the June 6, 2016 Town Board regular meeting. A motion and a second, please.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Bender, second by Aldensee. Please take a look at the minutes. Are there any questions on the minutes?
No.
All righty. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Okay. The next order of business is approval of bills payable. And a motion and a second, please.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Bender, second by Aldensee. Please take a look at bills payable.
Cindy, the one for Spigot, how come that's so high?
Well, actually, I have that, if you want to hold on that, I can explain it to you.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty detailed
Oh,
as to
okay.
what he's been doing.
Okay.
So I've got that under my report.
Okay, fine. Fine with these.
Okay. All right. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Aldensee.
Aye.
Bender.
Aye.
Sellers.
Aye.
Motion passed.
The next order of business is the supervisor's report. I want you to hand out the expenditure of the budget report or the budget comparison report.
I have one.
You have one already?
Yes, thanks. I have Liz send it to me.
Okay. Charlie as well. You'll have a copy.
I can give you a brief on mine real quick, and then I'll get into detail. The consultant I'm going to follow up at in my report. Dues and subs, that's Marshall and Swift. That's our big one. The ones you asked about last week for the
Okay.
commercial and industrial. Office supplies are just slightly above, I think it's to be 17%, anything over that. And that was because we needed to purchase
Postcards.
cartridges. No,
Oh.
cartridges for the printers. So that was where I'm at and why I'm over.
Okay. All right. The next order of business is the assessor's report.
Okay, so on your desk, hold on. Do I have, that's why. The agenda is missing the resolution.
Because I wasn't told to put it on, so I figured it's part of your report. I already had it sent out, and it doesn't mean you can't add it to it.
Okay. All right, it was on, but then it got taken off?
No, it was never, I was never told me
resolution.
I have never told it until Friday that there was a resolution.
Okay, so then I guess I'm asking the board if we can add resolution TR 2016-15 to the agenda.
What's the number on the resolution?
15.
Okay.
2016 TR-15.
Okay. So we'll need a
And that's what I
motion
handed out to the board.
to amend
Mhm.
the agenda, right?
Yeah,
We need a motion to amend the agenda.
to add the
To
resolution.
add resolution.
Okay, I make a motion to add resolution number 2016 TR-15.
Second.
Okay, motion by Linda, second by
Mhm.
Aldensee. So do we need to have them
Vote on that,
vote on it?
and then we can, yeah,
Okay.
we can do a voice vote since it's not money.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now
Thank
we're
you.
ready.
Now we'll go. I handed you a copy of the resolution, and again, a little bit backwards because the process that we used previous years didn't require us to get this approval. So what you have in front of you is we had 10 surplus towers, desktop towers. And after the approval and we gave it at the annual meeting that there was surplus equipment, I had 10. 5 of them, on the back of what I handed you, there was a letter and a request from First Lutheran. There's an Monday night after school program, and we have set up a computer lab. We have 8 computers, including the 5 that we already gave them, because this is like afterwards instead of preempting. Again, sorry about that. I had no idea that the process was as it was until after Attorney Phillips informed us at the last meeting. So we gave them 5 towers and 5 hard drives that had been cleaned and cleared. And so there was no data or anything on them. And then they had their own IT individuals. They have loaded up software programming that they utilize for reading. United Way had given them a program that enables those children then to get onto their school program for this reading, and they use them for that. They use them for math. We allow them with supervision. They get onto the internet, and they have access then to other computer, not so much games, but educational programs. And then we have them accessing, again, the internet for information to do research papers, and they are loaded with the proper software so that they can write their research papers or anything else that pertains to their school. So with that, I'm asking for approval of Resolution 2016 TR-15, which provided First Lutheran with 5 towers and 5 hard drives that had been cleaned and cleared.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
I was just informed by
Uh-oh.
Attorney
I
Phillips
came in late.
that this will have to be laid over to the next meeting.
I thought so.
Because,
It's not on the
It
agenda.
wasn't on
It's
the
final
agenda.
action. You
I-
cannot amend
okay,
the agenda.
because I asked the question.
Yeah, you
what's
did,
on the
and
agenda, Okay.
when I was on the county board, we amended agendas all the time.
Okay.
So,
All right.
But we can't do final action.
You can amend it,
Okay.
but you can't amend it to include something that on which you're going to take final action within 48 hours of the meeting.
So hang on to those.
yeah.
Okay.
It'll come through then at the next
Okay.
meeting.
We'll just I'll change the date from the 20th to July 3rd, if that's okay with you, Cindy,
July 5th.
July
for
5th.
passage, July 5th?
Right.
Yes.
Right, and there's
Okay.
several locations where the date
Yeah.
is.
I'll
So,
change that on the
okay.
computer once my computer gets fixed.
Thanks, Mike. I'm learning. This stuff is, I'm
Me
telling
too.
you, what we did and what we shouldn't have done. So anyway, okay, so let me proceed now. Normally I'm quiet. Tonight I'm not going to be so quiet.
Hurry up.
So hurry up. Okay, so after we did the resolution, which didn't happen, which we'll take care of at the next meeting, I wanted to give you a little bit of what's going on in my office. 2016-17 is going to be kind of an expensive year. I'm hoping to maintain and contain everything within the budget that I proposed, but we're going to find out how that works. My IT for, basically, as Nikki had questioned, I'm basically halfway through, or nearly halfway through, and I'm only in month 2. Why? One, towards the end of 15-16, I knew I was in need of new systems. We've been operating in XP, which hasn't been supported for over 2 years. So we were like, okay, push to shove, we've got to do something. And Spigot has been more than helpful. I know their bill looked a little outlandish, but what they have done for us is we purchased 3 systems at the end of last year. One became our server, the other 2 became stations. One is mine, one is one of the other parties in the office. Then the old server was changed, gutted, and became one of the other staff's systems. And then we have another system. So we now have 4 systems that operate in Windows 10. They also then took and made it available for us to take the old DOS, the 1980s, the system that we use to create our values and the tables and everything. We are able to operate within a virtual world do all of what we need to do to that, make it value, have access to printers. So what they have done is a little less than genius for me, because we are now fully functional. We have 2 parties yet that have not, plus our main system, migration of our email addresses, mine and one other in the office. We have the new ones, and you'll see that all of them now have Freeport Township as an extension. They'll be freeporttownship.org, so mine will be CP Connell, and the rest of them will an FPT assessor at. So we're going to have everything under one umbrella. They're working to try to make us a one unit.
You mean with the assessor's office and the supervisor's
Right,
office?
he has the extension. He's already gotten his extensions for his staff.
Yes.
Their emails are already freeport.org,
Yep,
freeporttownship.org.
Yep.
We will
Okay.
be soon to follow suit. What else have they done? We now have an NAS box. One of the biggest fears for me has been forever, and that is loss of data.
What's an NAS box?
NAS box is a source, it's a black box where our systems now will back up to that box.
Oh, so it's a backup system.
It is.
Okay.
But this one is not one of our systems. It is taking what's in our systems, putting it into a box. Should we lose anything on a day-to-day basis, we can go to the box, they can pull the data, and we're all okay. From the NAS box, we are now also going to be our data will be put out on Amazon S3 cloud. And prior to Amazon being a place to buy and sell, Amazon was all about storage and secure storage. That's going to cost us maybe $10 a month. It is 3 cents per, I'm trying to remember, is it 3 cents per?
Gigabyte?
It might be that, yes.
Pay per what?
Gigabyte.
Oh.
Our system uses roughly 130, so do the math, You get so many free the first year. You get what they call we get 20,000, oh my gosh, I've got to remember, gets. And we get 2,000, or is it 20,000 puts and 2,000 gets. Basically putting in, we get so many free. We take out, we get so many, without any fees or anything else. So that's really what Spigot's been doing. They have been busy, to say the least. Again, trying to make the 2 systems accessible and fully functional has been phenomenal. I can't tell you, I mean, right, we've had glitches here and there, but it has been just outstanding for us in the office. All right, next expense. Because we've been band-aiding for years and dealing with XP, we also had a program for draw that worked in only XP. Well, that meant I didn't have draw for 2 or 3 years. I can't even tell you how long it's been. I'd have to go bother and kick somebody off of their machine. Because we are now going to be in Windows, we are in Windows 10, not going to be, in Windows 10. Now I'm going to go out and buy a new draw program that will fully function, and we won't have any of that. Checked the licenses, we'll need 3 of them. It'll be, again, this money I have budgeted. I'm just a little bit concerned about my consultants, but I'm going to keep you guys apprised of what things are going on and how we're doing. This one will come out of capital, and we will need 3 licenses, $595 for the first year. That includes maintenance, support, live. If they need to come into the system, they'll do remote control, and if we have any problems, we will be able to go out to a site, and they will actually have a fully tutorial. So that way we're going to, and once we get done with our quad, which we're actually hoping that we're going to get a free time, hopefully by the 1st of October, I want everybody, the 3 of us that are going to be using the system, we will take at least 2 hours every morning, and we will go ahead and functionally we'll watch the tutorial together. Each one at their own desk can visually watch it, and it's interactive. And then after we are done doing that, then I want them to spend 2 hours a day until they're comfortable with it. It is very simplistic. It'll be different because it's new. But how it works, and I was talking to other assessors when I was at school, this software was the one that they all chose. So it's really nice. They understand what our needs are, and that'll be good. Then he offered up, if we were to send them an image, email, a PDF, they would do the conversion. Oh, you don't know how nice that is. Into their program at 10 cents each.
Wow.
20 cents on complicated one, 10 cents. And I looked at my staff and I'm going, wow, you guys, you don't know how nice that sounds, but we will wait and see how financially everything works. Because we're not going to, we would take old, put it into the new program on an as-need basis. So let's say I had to redraw your house. I'd pull it in from the old, redraw it in the new, save it in the same fashion we did the other. As we went on, but boy, did that sound really nice. So I'm going to do some real serious numbers and see what that may look like. Last but not least, I have an employee who may be retiring at the end of the year. This one is, having said that, there is the likelihood, should this person choose to do this, that I will have a 2-month crossover training. Problem is that many of the duties that they do only get done once a month, and therefore for me to have that person sitting with the other party for 2 months is probably the only feasible way to make sure that they understand what has to be done. So just wanted to give you a heads up. I'll let you know should the person choose to do this, and that's probably going to happen, that they're going to tell me, in a few months here. But busy in my office right now, real busy. So I just wanted to give you an idea. One, the cost kind of brought everything to the front. So I needed you to understand. But we are just elated in my office to be able to function in Windows 10, having all printers. We had issues again with the copier. The little things you just didn't think, and they've made everything working.
That's amazing.
So it is amazing. So that's my information for you this evening.
Touche. Good.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
The next order of business is trustees report. Trustees,
Nothing.
any public comments?
And I'll talk a while.
Other business coming for the town? I entertain a motion to adjourn until Tuesday, July 5th, 2016.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned.